The most important thing I learned here was what I needed to do with the tools they were giving me to maintain my sobriety. I came in having gone to some 12-step meetings beforehand, and I didn't understand them, I didn't like them, but what I learned here was how to get what I needed out of them.
In the first 28 days of treatment, it really is an introduction to recovery. We teach different class every single day for the entire 28 days of treatment, so there isn't any repetition. We do a lot of education about the components of the disease: denial, anger, resistance. We talk a lot about spirituality and health. We also stress the importance of understanding how one's thoughts influence one's behavior. Our extended care program sets us apart from a lot of other treatment programs where if you stay 28 days, you get a standard curriculum. If you stay 60 days, you repeat that same 28-day curriculum. Whereas at Duffy's, we have a separate curriculum for our extended care guests, so people staying longer than 60 days. They are in their own small, focused educational group. So we really begin to look at the drivers of the disease.
Coming here and learning the life skills that I learned in the counseling at Duffy's and getting involved in the 12-step program are both things that have completely changed. They have changed me, and I continue to change myself.
In the counseling setting, a guest, when they come to Duffy's, is seen by a counselor within the first 48 hours of arrival. And the beginning of that relationship starts right there on the ground.
When I first meet with somebody, what I want to absolutely do is make sure that I'm present with them in the room. If they're showing up and they're tearful, withdrawing and in some sort of pain, or not feeling well physically, emotionally, psychologically, I want to be aware of that. I want to be present to that.
I've had clients who were incredibly anxious and literally spinning in circles in my office who took oil pastels and worked with them, and within about 15 minutes of just doing this, were laying their head on the table and feeling very, very calm. Well, Saturday's the big family day.
We have a class in the morning, and that's a confidential group for the family members and friends only, where they can come and learn about the addiction. They can learn about the disease itself. They can learn about how their family member is doing. What are they learning while they're here at Duffy's? What can I do? Am I enabling?
The guests get the most actually from each other, and they grow from talking to each other and being around each other.
Duffy's works with a social model, and what that means is it's everyone comes together as a collective. And so really our philosophy is to encourage guests to share their experience, strength, and hope, and they grow with one another through the process of healing.
I've found a new life in fellowship with other people who suffer from the same problems that I have, and the therapeutic value of that, I think, is without precedent. No matter where we come from and what walk of life, what profession we're in, we have something in common. And if we can get honest, open, and willing to share that with each other, that's where recovery starts.
There are people who come here in bad shape, in one way or the other, physically, emotionally, psychologically. They come here not well, and weeks later they leave in a lot different condition. It is absolutely fun to see that transformation take place.
And I feel very blessed to be able to be a part of someone's metamorphosis.
They're hoping that we can fix them, and we watch them open up and blossom, and we watch them leave with a little bit of hope that they can get better.
Usually after the first week, it's almost day by day by day improvement, and people the lights in their eyes come back on, and they get smiles on their face, and their skin has color.
And we see people at their worst, and then we get to see them at their best.